Dinosaur cartoon characters in real life. Let's begin with the most beloved of all, Barney. Barney is certainly a dinosaur from our imagination. It's impossible that a singing and dancing dinosaur ever existed. The Tyrannosaurus Rex would be Barney's counterpart. Despite the evident differences between the two, like, for example, the bright purple color of Barney's skin and the T-Rex's more earth-colored tone, they do share some similarities, like the tiny arms and long tails. But if you ask a little kid to draw a realistic dinosaur, they would probably draw something more like Barney than the real T-Rex. While Barney would eat mostly fruits and vegetables to incentivize kids to stay healthy, meanwhile, the T-Rex would have bone-crushing bites, consuming up to 500 pounds of meat in one bite. A fierce predator. This dinosaur's massive jaws were lined with 50 to 60 serrated teeth, some measuring 9 inches long. Preserved bone and muscle fragments in T-Rex feces show that it took big bites. Its 4-foot-long jaws were big enough to swallow an adult human. Also known as King of the Monsters, the next character is a fictional dinosaur from Japanese daikaiju films, Godzilla. Godzilla is a giant dinosaurian creature preserved into the modern era through unknown means, only to be awakened and mutated by the US military's atomic weapons testing in the 1950s. Godzilla has a short, deep skull reminiscent of a group of theropods called abylosaurids. Dinosaurs such as Carnotaurus and Scorpiovenator that were cousins of Ceratosaurus. Combined with the finger count, the creature's skull suggests that Godzilla is some sort of ceratosaur, perhaps even a form that smooths the transition between more archaic animals. Exactly how such a strange dinosaur survived to the modern era and how radioactivity created such a monstrosity are questions best left in movie mythology. Third in line is Dino from the Flintstones. This cute little friend enchanted everyone with its bright colors and bubbly personality. Dino portrays a pet dog more than a dinosaur. His behavior is very human-friendly. Dino doesn't share many realistic characteristics with the actual species that inspired its creation. Imagine for just a second that the ground is shaking in front of you, and a lizard as tall as a 7-story building is lumbering towards you with the force of 10 large African elephants. Scary, right? You'd be looking at probably the largest animal to have ever walked the earth, a dinosaur called Argentinosaurus. While Dino is more of a dog-like size, the Argentinosaurus couldn't even fit its head through a window. So surely this ancient animal only served as inspiration in looks, but nothing else. Now let's talk about Rex from Toy Story. This one is a little more realistic than Barney. At least the body shape is similar. And the fact that he always needs help to reach things with his tiny arms puts him closer to the T-Rex features. Something we know Rex struggles to do is run fast when he's in trouble, mostly because of his clumsiness. This is something he has in common with a T-Rex. You could actually outrun a T-Rex. Because of the lack of concrete evidence, it's difficult for scientists to work out how fast Tyrannosaurus Rex could run, with estimates ranging from as low as 17 kilometers per hour to as high as 70 kilometers per hour. Average estimates suggest a max speed of around 40 kilometers per hour. That's almost the speed of a car on its way to stop at a red light. In a sweet, what-if type of scenario, an alternate history is created when the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs misses the planet. And not only do they survive, but they're forced to coexist with humans. This is what happens to the Good Dinosaur. But we're not here to talk about Arlo, the protagonist. We want to talk about Thunderclap, the main antagonist of this movie. Thunderclap is a Nyctosaurus. A real Nyctosaurus, also known as night lizard, is not so similar to Thunderclap. This species was not even a dinosaur, but a flying reptile. It's believed that this flying animal looked more like some sort of pelican, the colors being white, yellow, orange, and black. while Thunderclap is gray with some purple spots on the neck and wings. Thunderclap might come across as harsh and unforgiving towards almost anything near him. This is another feature that is far from reality. The Nyctosaurus lived in marine environments, in flocks, which tells us that this might have been a quiet and calm type of animal, just flying over the sea and feeding off fish. Make sure you don't miss any of our videos, and go check out our playlists. Keep on watching.